I think probably Flo Rida doing it is a big part of why I don't like it.
You don't like Flo Rida.
No, but
You know
I
it smells
got
Florida.
down with.
Put them together.
It's a pretty clever name, honestly, because he rides flows, and he's from Florida.
Yeah.
And I liked,
and he knows the lady from Progressive.
The Right Round song with Kesha from The Hangover.
Great song.
I fool with that song.
God.
He has a couple ones that I like, but by that point in his career,
so why not this song?
I think it's because he himself as an artist was played out to me by the time that song came out. And also, that was like the 6th time they did that type of just direct ripoff of what could be construed as like an obscure kind of Euro trash song. But to me, like the I'm Blue song hit for me.
Obscure.
This
Is the problem. Is you thought that it was like the fucking 16th Chapel.
Yeah. I was in 5th grade.
Yeah.
I was playing. I had the CD probably.
You know what I always associate that song with? Always the opening scene from Iron Man 3. Like that, I always think of that because it's so well done.
I don't remember any of that movie.
It's really Iron Man 3 is good, man.
I'm trying to think. No, I remember thinking
Iron
like,
Man
this is
3,
pretty good.
It starts so in Iron Man, he's locked in a dungeon, and there's that other scientist.
And
the scientist says in Iron Man, we've met before at the conference in Bern, and Tony's like, I don't know who the fuck you are. So then Iron Man 3 starts with that conference in Bern, and you see him meet the scientist, and he's drunk out of his mind, doesn't remember anything.
Blue?
Well, the songs is how it starts. It's like it starts as here's a little whatever. How the fuck that song starts?
Blew his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette.
You like that? That you're like, fuck
to
yeah,
it
man.
So much, Zach. I would be listening to my Eiffel 65 CD, and then I might pop in D2 the Mighty Ducks for another rewatch, and that's a hell of an afternoon.
Zach puts on his boots. Hits a couple of clap bombs down the hallway. Life is grand.
Clap bomb. Boom, clap bomb.
The other song that I was thinking of, and so it's sampling and interpolating. It's all of the above.
Yeah.
The Live Your Life song with T.I. and Rihanna.
Love that song.
Oh, yeah. That's a great
interpolates
song.
and samples Drago Stadinte, which is an even more like random Euro trash song.
Is it that part? Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
By
T.I.'s version is better. I get it. We all watch the fat kids sing it on E-Bomb's World or whatever. And like, I get it.
We all did.
Yeah.
All together in the same room.
Yeah.
Like in Timeline, they get on the computer for the first time.
That's what we did in New Orleans. We went.
Yep, that was the after party.
I still remember Zach telling us like his typical work day. Come back from lunch, get on the computer at work.
Oh, dog! Oh, my
get the Johnny Rockets to go, dude. Try to stretch that hour lunch into an hour 15.
Oh my God! And if it wasn't busy, maybe you get 120 out of it, man. Like, because then you could always be like, oh yeah, I got to fill out some like. I'm working on this.
Trying to do some busy work.
Yeah.
Still on lunch though.
Yo, so as we're going through this nostalgia, it reminds me of I watched this movie the other day, the Vince Vaughn one, Mike and Nick and whatever.
Yeah.
It's a new one.
It's on Hulu.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's okay. It's okay. It's
Mike and Nick and Nick and Alice.
Yeah. So I was like, it's a type of movie that, like, in another time. Not really.
Okay.
Science fiction, action, comedy, crime.
Yeah.
That's on Wikipedia.
Holy shit. I bet IMDb goes crazy. I'm going to look it up.
It's just one long fucking, it's like Maze's background, just fucking characters and shit.
Code.
The movie's okay, right? It's the type of movie that in a different time would have had a modest box office and then would have sold a shit ton of DVDs because there's a lot of like quick lines and jokes and shit like that, right? But there was something about it like this is off, and it reminds me of a lot of newer movies. Why am I turned off by a lot of newer movies? And I realize what it is. You know what they all do way too much of?
Reference.
reference.
Well, that was Playdate.
Every yes, Playdate.
Playdate was lazy as fuck with it. It was just like Jurassic Park.
Hold on.
Shut up, Zach.
Hold on.
Shut the fuck up, Zach.
He didn't do things as fatly as I thought he would.
That's not what we're talking about.
Well, but lazy would be fatly.
We got to break down the script writing.
No,
we're talking about the script writing.
I'm not. I don't want to talk about script
You're
writing.
trying to talk about fatly.
I am. What's wrong with that?
Amin was talking about writing scripts and making them too reference heavy.
That's ad libs.
It's not ad libs. They're like plot points.
If it's Vince Vaughn, it's ad libs.
No, they're like the actual plot points. Oh, kind of like such and such movies, such and such TV shows, such and such, and it's nonstop. Either that or songs. Like the licensed music is like fucking every single hit from like 1985 or whatever.
Not to bring up the script writing, but is this like a? I'm gonna break down the script writing.
Let's do an analog. We got all the tools we need right here. We got a bell. We got Zach's voice.
Do you think it's an effort to make like almost like a covert nostalgia? Like you feel nostalgia now. You like this movie more and everything. Yeah.
Well, I think that's what 100%. Stranger Things did.
That's absolutely Stranger Things. So that's why I discussed.
They're not overtly saying, "Oh, this is like E.T." They're just riding bikes around a suburban neighborhood.
But this suck.
But
that's why it hit, though.
This is the formula.
I hate those kids.
But the kids aren't.
Once again,
the kids aren't for you.
You're just having your own conversation. Well, you engage with me and Amin with what we're talking about. I responded to what you said, and then you started talking about how you hate the Stranger Things kids.
You guys, I didn't bring up Stranger Things. You want to talk Stranger Things? I hate those kids, especially the one with the fucked up teeth, who has a mouthpiece or something. I saw that shit come across my.
Did you watch it? Or
no, no, I didn't watch it. I hate that kid.
Year of Hulu next year.
By the way, Mike and Nick and Alice, Wikipedia dusted IMDb in terms of genres.
Action, crime, comedy.
That's all they got.
Yeah.
They left a lot out.
He's a Gonzalez.
And also, of course, yeah, baby, I'm horny too. Yeah, and also the writer-director of Mike and Nick and Alice is Ben David. That's Ben, capital D, David. All one word. That's his first name. How we feel about that?
I hate that.
Watch it. Careful.
What? I don't like that name. What do I have to be careful about? Why?
Careful.
Why? What am I doing?
There's certain names, man. You can't hate certain names.
I can't hate Ben David?
Yeah, I can't hate Ben David because if you hate a certain name, it might construe that you hate something perhaps a little bit bigger than just the name.
Zion? Oh.
You didn't see where he was going with that?
I don't know how Ben David as one word is.
I thought it was bend. That was bend.
So now who's having their own conversation? You thought it was Bend Avid?
Avid.
Ben Drew?
This idea is just straight up bad. That algorithm is busted. It's among the worst ideas I've ever heard. Top 5 easily.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Amin's drunk this evening, y'all, but he's got 5. CT5.
Welcome to Cinephobe Top 5, a.k.a. CT5. This is the companion podcast to the top 10 in the world TV and film review podcast, Cinephobe. What's Cinephobe, you might ask? Me and these two maroons watch movies that are poorly rated on Rotten Tomatoes. It's okay. I saw it in a Looney Tunes cartoon. That means it's kosher. We watch movies that are poorly rated on Rotten Tomatoes and try to figure out.
I saw in that Captain America comic.
Oh boy! All right, Charlie Sheen. try to ascertain whether these movies are accurately poorly rated. Maybe they get a fair shake. And what we've done, and if you haven't checked it out, you got to check that out first. You can't check out CT5. Check it out.
What are you doing?
My advice to you: find a movie that you've already seen that you're familiar with. Listen to that episode.
Paul Blart.
Get a feel for it. Not that one. Or actually, listen to that episode if you have seen those movies.
But you have to start with the second one though.
Zookeeper.
And then probably listen to the glossary episode because we do have a bunch of jokes sometimes that are inside jokes or recurring jokes or whatever. But once you've done all that, you'll start to listen to more and watch some more movies and listen to more. And all of a sudden, you start to realize, man, there's certain recurring themes. And so we start to categorize these recurring themes and rank them in lists of 5, hence Cinephobe Top 5. Here we are. Zach actually made a really good suggestion the other day on one of the episodes. Yes, which is, you know what Cinephobe is great for? Is for you to listen to, and then when you're around your friends, you bring up this shit as if it were your own observation.
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome.
I'm gonna start doing that. I've been binging Jason Concepcion's latest podcast. And it's like about conspiracy theory. It's called Wait a Second, right?
Wait a Second. It's so good.
And I'm on the one about the murder of Jeffrey Epstein. And man, I am absolutely going to pass this information off as my own. This is great.
That's what you do. This is what podcasts are for, folks. Yep. Anyways, as I said, we get these categories, and then what we end up doing is we rank them. We rank them top 5s. And we do categories like best hats, best weapons, characters that aren't on the CT5 artwork, movies that have all the makings of a Cinephobe movie. And this week, we are ranking CT5 artists. What is an artist? You'll find out through the course of this. Is it best artist? Is it worst artist? You'll find out through the course of this.
Oh.
All you'll know is that we each have come up with lists of top 5s and 2 outside looking ins or OLIs. This is the order we'll go in. Zach will go first. I'll go second. Mays will go third. Zach, what is your first outside looking in?
You said wank. Wank. You basically said wank, but you threw an R in there. Oh.
Okay.
My first OLI. Art can come in many different forms, right? So you could just think like, oh, this is a regular old job, and actually someone is an artist. The joke from This Is the End is people work at Subway, sandwich artists, right? There's lots of things.
Yeah, the only thing that I was thinking of in terms of like distinguishing is this an art or not is like it's art and science, right? So like, are you a scientist when it comes to these things, or are you an artist?
Spoiler alert, Apollo Creed did not make my top 5 as an artist because I felt that was the sweet science of boxing. So.
Okay.
But Zach, continue, because it is your list. So
I think someone who can beautifully put together something that has to haul a lot of shit in a short amount of time on precarious situations makes Gertie a great artist as a mechanic.
Yeah. Okay.
Gonna be one of those days on
he even got one of, something that really affected his life was while he was doing art in Fallujah.
You just wanted to say Fallujah.
Yeah, that's all.
I'm trying to give some exposition here.
I think in my mind, so I mean, I'll say another one that like it's not even an OOLI because I consider this a science.
Hope it's not on my list.
I don't think it will be.
The problem is it's infinite. The possibility that with Zach, he just gave
what
a
does
mechanic.
That mean? You do all kinds of bullshit. You do all kinds of bullshit.
Well, it's not a woman I'm trying to have sex with, so it's not going to be on the means list. But
what's that supposed to mean?
When Uncle Frank tells Job, "You're magic with the machine, boy," I was thinking, is that art or science? And I lean towards science.
I think science can be art.
No, I think that's the great conflict in life.
I'm looking at
throwing down scientist is a future CT5. So
we can have cross pollination.
Just like you had Babs on both best friend and coworker list. Yes,
absolutely.
I'm sure you'll find a way to cross pollinate.
Yeah, I'm the only one who does that. I mean, your first OLI.
It's the wolves from. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I wanted to put the wolves from A Million Ways to Die in the West, and it just didn't work out. Like I was like, I could not, in good conscience, justify calling them artists.
There goes my number one.
Nope. So I went. You know what? When I started making my list, I was very strict in terms of what is an artist. Right, an artist is someone with a paintbrush, with paint, watercolors, perhaps. Maybe it's oil based. I don't know. And creating an image on a canvas. Sometimes the canvas is the size of, like an easel, a regular easel. Sometimes the canvas is massive. Mm-hmm. My OLI is whoever painted the mountain in Dante's Peak.
God.
Pretty sure God did not paint that one.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Unless God's real name is...
I like that. Yeah, that was an impressive.
I thought about it. Didn't make my notebook, but I thought
especially
sure.
when you pan along it and then you hit like a cloud barrier and then you keep panning along it.
I mean, I don't know if it's a cloud barrier. Yeah,
it's a convenient place to hide a cut.
Cloud barriers is hog.
Bit of noogies for me.
Yes.
My first OLI, not an artist from one of the movies, but an integral artist to the history of Cinephobe. It's the artist who drew Hulk absolutely railing a woman from the back.
That's OLI.
Wow.
Yeah, we're just getting started, baby.
Wow.
It was incredibly descriptive detail.
It was, man.
It escalated things.
God, I wish we did do, edits on this, because I would have you from Detroiters heard talk about Millhouse with a big dripping hog.
Yes, a hog, yeah. That one comes up on my
Flanders. That one comes up a lot, man. A lot, yeah. Dude, I've been rewatching that show again. I'll just throw it on every once in a while. God, that show is a 10 out of 10 every episode.
Your hog algorithm is strong.
Oh my God.
You know what I want to start? I want to re-binge What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh man, yeah.
That's a good idea. I haven't done that.
It's been enough time that you can
Yeah.
start out. They look pretty crazy different at the beginning, all of them.
Yeah.
'Cause they hadn't figured out like the look of the character. It's pretty amazing.
I just did Tires again. Fuck that. That show is
the show's good.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Zach, your other OLI.
I worried that this is a little too far down, but also I don't know what you guys are doing with your list. So you guys are taking this in a weird way. So I'll just be very straightforward. This is an artist who we found out. Also, let me start with this. If it had been more of this, the movie's a file.
Oh, okay. So not
because this is an artist
okay
whose art is death, and he's about to paint his masterpiece. It's Denzel, Man on Fire. That's what Christopher Walken says about him.
Yeah. So you're saying if the movie was more of his art and less of, swimming lessons?
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
The science of swimming.
The science of swimming, right.
Definitely. I thought about that. I was like, that's not an art. That is science.
Yeah.
Right. My other OLI, I really thought the way you loaded this up, I'm like, oh my God. You already got mine. So this might be early. I feel like this could be too early a submission. Someone might have already put this. But again, I'm thinking very straightforward. What is art? I'm thinking a canvas. I'm seeing a picture. I'm thinking people coloring or painting. I'm thinking of Scootsy Doubleday's brother painting pretty pictures.
Well, see, it's Scootsy.
I laid out.
It's not Ronnie. It's Scootsy.
Oh,
is the artist because he reads to his brother Ronnie and paints him pretty pictures.
Oh. I thought his brother
brother was the one that paints pretty pictures.
No.
That's what I thought.
Scootsy reads to his brother and paints him pretty pictures.
Wow, so
It's
Scootsy's the artist.
Oh, because Ronnie does have all three major.
That's not because. That's not the logical
That is actually.
transition there.
Amin's with me on this.
The whole time I've been thinking about Scootsy Doubleday's brother.
Same.
Like
Same.
just finger painting or whatever. Pretty pictures.
There's another finger painter who might come up on this list. But my next OLI, there's a movie that revolves around a painting. I don't know if you guys remember this.
Ghostbusters 2.
That we've done.
Dante's Peak.
No, like an actual physical painting. And
Dante's Peak.
it starts with stealing, the theft of the painting, and it ends with the sale of the painting. And that painting is The Disturbing Duckling, painted by Asger Jorn in Money Plane.
That's right.
It's worth $60 million at the end. And it is a cabin with some bullshit duck. Because the first scene is an art heist, Zach.
Oh, that's right. Well,
they break into a museum.
They're in a dentist's office.
But the dentist's office has this painting in there.
That's right, yeah.
And then he hands Darius Emmanuel Grouch III the painting in like just a tube, right? That's when his wife is there. What's his wife's name? Who played the wife?
Famke?
No.
Denise Richards.
Denise Richards. Denise Richards. There you go.
So it's a painting that the Rumble has them steal, but he already owned it. That's how it starts.
He had him steal it from himself.
Right.
And then the weirdest part is that the Asger Jorn is a real painter.
Okay.
Oh.
Is that a real painting?
Disturbing Duckling is not real.
Oh.
Painted it for the movie?
Somebody did, not him. And $60 million is way off.
Well, you don't know that.
But it's central to the plot.
All right, my number 5.
Yep.
Sometimes very crude pictures can look like true art. And, you can be like, oh, but it's not this certain, texture or style or whatever. But sometimes it's just a simple picture, simple drawing, very good art. Sometimes it's done in chalk. Sometimes it's at a school. Sometimes it's done in ketchup and mustard. I'm going to Brendan Fraser, Encino Man, drawing bazungas.
Well done.
Betty
really
Nugs.
well done.
Betty Nugs?
Yeah. Tough noogies.
It has been a little bit tough noogies for me.
Zach, you actually took me on a journey there with your exposition for your pick. Was when you hit a certain point, I thought, oh my God, we have the same number 5. But then you swerved back towards Encino Man, and I said, thank God, because my number 5 also is art, but not with a paintbrush and not with paint, using ketchup as our instrument. It's Brigitte Nielsen in Cobra.
Yeah, that's. And you want to give me shit for Gertie?
What?
What art?
Beautiful art. Ketchup on those French fries.
She made a lake.
It's a pool of red.
A lake of ketchup.
Well, the fries are her brush, and the ketchup is her paint.
Maze, you're backing this. I just want you to remember. You're like, oh God, you do Gertie for the mechanic shit. That's science and everything. She's eating.
No, I didn't see her putting anything in her mouth.
You picked Gertie, and then almost immediately then said that Roddy Doubleday could be an artist. So I want you to think about that.
I didn't say that.
That's
not what I said. I didn't finish the sentence.
You want to finish it now?
All 3 major forms of payment. Check, cash, card.
Those aren't the major forms.
What else would there be?
Sex.
Oh,
Well,
Mayes.
My number 5, I thought, we're pretty close, Zach, on our number 5s.
Oh, okay.
And I was wary to, this was the one that I was wary to put on. I didn't want to ruin anybody's list down the line, but
giant popos.
Rocky Jr.
Yep.
Run it back.
Number 4, Rocky Jr.
Wow.
Madame DuPont and her giant cans.
Wow. Interesting.
He's a burgeoning artist, you know?
Yeah. He's still got some learning to do.
Let me look up this picture again.
Dude, they are massive. Maze, I don't know if you want to put it on the screen. They're massive.
I got
structurally unsound.
It's a picture of Rocky holding him.
With the double black eyes.
Structurally unsound.
He's so fucked up. And she's, goddamn, man. No wonder she's leaning back in the picture. She's got to do that, keep her balance.
She has to.
It's not helping. She's still going to tip over. Madame DuPont, man.
Wow.
This is from a post on Facebook called Rocky's Best Quotes.
My damn foot caught in the door.
Great joke.
That's an old joke. Oh, I don't know all the good things.
Shit. Zach, you're number 4.
Do you know how difficult, how much art goes into rendering like a big piece of art, right? Like, yeah, you could do little drawings, you could paint something, you could paint a mountain. But to render, I don't know, a whole city in CGI?
Yeah.
CGI city. Catwoman.
Cutting room floor for me.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's art.
Are you going the visual artist who created CGI City?
Mm-hmm. Come on, man. A whole city.
No, it's a good
with
one.
a random mansion in the middle of downtown.
Was that a mansion? It was just a house.
Full of cats.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just a house full of cats.
Oh, you fucking love it then.
No, that's too many cats.
That's too many cats.
I do have, like, I don't know. I've never been to a cat cafe, but the concept of going to a cat cafe with like 10 cats doesn't really appeal to me. I think once you get above 3, you hit.
Three.
I think 3 is a lot. I think
3
is
so many
cats.
cats.
I think 3 is pushing it, but I have to say that because I have 2, so I have to distance myself from the limit.
Yeah.
I can't be at the limit.
Ian Carmel has 2 as well, but one is always hiding.
Isn't that how
that's usually how it goes. That's usually how it goes. There's
and the other one's
one
a real
social one less
the
social
other one's
one.
real social, yeah.
Major number 4.
They slot into the roles quite easily. My number 4, it's established early on that this character is a painter, a prolific painter, got a amazing, massive warehouse studio. Not Hayden Christensen.
Okay.
He's a civil engineer and helicopter pilot. He minored in art history, but
civil engineer.
It's my 3rd favorite civil engineer after. She's working on a painting that's basically mural size, but it's the same pattern over and over and over again. And plus, you can tell she's really artistic because of her fashion choices. It's Kate Beckinsale in Tiptoes.
You can tell she's really what?
Fashionable. Artistic because of her fashion choices.
Artistic.
Okay. I got you. I was. Well, that might explain some things.
I didn't even think of her. That's a great call.
She's literally painting this huge thing.
It's the same thing.
I don't know how you transport that or even get it out. Like, you have to break it up into sections to get it out of the warehouse. I don't know where it's going.
It's like a basketball hardwood floor.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Assembles and then reassemble.
But then they drop that, like, plot line entirely. She's never painting. There's no art throughout the rest of the movie. There's too much other shit
she's
going
busy
on.
trying to.
You want to finish that sentence? Use one of her forms of payment?
Yeah. He's really trying to pay. But you know what's funny? I was thinking about that movie. I was like, there was an artist in this. I thought it was McConaughey, but he's a firefighter in that.
He's a firefighter, right?
Then I thought, is it Rolf? But Rolf is just a guy on a couch.
Rolf's unhoused.
He's just.
He's driving his motorcycle across the country.
That's transportation.
Maurice lives in a motel, and then who knows?
Yeah, I don't know if he's unhoused.
He's unhoused.
It's a Pretzi situation. We don't see the house.
Don't compare him to Pretzi. He's unhoused. So much better than Pretzi. Pretzi couldn't land Kate Beckinsale.
I don't know, man.
I don't know about that.
I do. Get the fuck out of here.
I still don't understand how Rolf did, so Pretzi can have a shot.
He got a hog.
Maybe Pretzi's got a hog.
Pretzi does not have a hog.
So
you don't worry how you talk to a dame if you got a hog.
Zach, you're number 3.
Oh, shit. I'm worried that this is too early and that Amin's going to get mad at me. So I apologize. But the art of wenching is an art. Oliver Platt, Three Musketeers, with his art of wenching.
The manly
Cutting room
art.
floor.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good call. Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
I actually
one of the first ones I thought of.
All those artists all together.
Bill
Bellamy,
I guess you could. Yeah. Well, Kiefer's not.
Mystery Lion.
Oh.
No, not yet.
Not the Musketeers.
One of Three Musketeers.
All the Wenchers.
All the Wenchers.
I mean,
CT5 Wenchers. Maybe. No, my
Catherine
number
Hahn.
3. My number 3. Sometimes the art, you become an artist by just being the art.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Performance art?
Kind of. If the performance never stopped, if the performance was continuous, it's prime Vanity and prime Sharon Stone in Action Jackson.
What's the art?
They are.
So who's the artist?
We've entered the Amin is horny section of the
through
the CT5.
Through being works of art, they are themselves the artists. That's science.
Okay.
But now you're bringing science into it.
No, I'm talking about Bentley's science.
The science. Oh, Bentley's a science.
Yes. But Vanity, prime Sharon Stone, that's art.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Mayes, you number 3.
All right. So I really thought about this a lot because I feel like we will probably end up doing a CT5 photographers at some point as well.
Oh boy.
And the more I thought about it, the more it felt to me that the pimp robot photographer, my beloved icon, is doing commercial work. That doesn't feel like art. That feels like he's selling, like Matthew McConaughey in Ghost of Girlfriend's Past. Also, he's shooting for corporate purposes. This is not like an artist studio. This is to sell shit. And I think they're probably selling whatever crazy outfit Brigitte Nielsen is wearing.
He's selling his dick, McConaughey. He's just a photographer.
He's not selling it.
He's giving it away.
Yeah. There's no.
I meant selling like promoting.
Forms of payment
everything must go.
But who is an artist is the stylist or the art director who draped that fur coat on the robot. That is vision right there.
It's funny, Maze, you say that the robot photographer is not art because it's for commercial use. I said when I was evaluating it that it's not art because it's a robot. By definition, a robot cannot do art. It only does science.
Well, I'm not talking about the robot. I'm talking about the photographer.
Well, you're talking about the designer.
Yeah.
Well, Amin just said the robot is not art.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true.
It's not a photographer?
The robot's being photographed, not photographer.
It's not taking pictures.
Right.
Okay.
It's one of the models.
You thought the robot was taking pictures?
Yeah.
You thought the robot ran into the parking garage?
And harassed Brigitte Nielsen and told her that you need to sleep with him to get ahead?
Because he's got Eugene Levy eyebrows?
No, the artist in question is the person who arranged the robots as set decoration and draped the fur coat on the robot's shoulders and said, "Yes, this is the aesthetic that we need."
That's draped. Art. Yeah.
Yep, it was draped.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Zach,
I agree.
I'm sorry. It was what?
Draped.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well,
Zach, you're number 2. I heard something else.
Well, it's already been said. I really thought it was going to be way higher for everybody. Those are the art it takes to draw those massive cans. It's Rocky Jr. Those are Zeppelins.
All right. I go back to quoting Rocky best quotes on Facebook. Rocky, who's this? Robert, it's Madame DuPont, my French teacher. Rocky, really? Yeah. Yeah, she looks French, sure. I wouldn't show this to your mother because she don't understand French too good. With 2 black eyes.
She don't understand French too good.
She don't.
Probably from Madame DuPont's titties.
Knocking them out, yeah. It's a lot of ink.
I mean, we're all on the same page. He needed to be on the list.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's at the beginning of his artistic journey.
Sure, but shows so much promise.
That's really good for a start. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's better than Dennis in Always Sunny. It's better than Brendan Fraser in Encino Man.
Amin earnestly saying, that's really good.
I'm looking at it. You guys aren't looking at it. That's the difference.
I tried to get Mason put on the screen.
This entire episode.
Yeah.
You're so distracted by him. That's why you thought the robot took the pictures.
Yeah.
I love her stance. She's got her hand.
Of course, man. She's modeling. So, and I'm guessing teacher didn't really model that way. So this is an artistic interpretation. Yeah, he's incredible.
Using his imagination. And that's the essence of art.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're number 2.
Well, I'm glad I said using your imagination is the essence of art because sometimes you have to imagine that you're dead. It's art from fallen.
He's one of the worst arts.
No. He's
breathing.
Art. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like he's number 1 or nothing. I can't wait to find out what beat art.
He was number 1, and then
I kind of figure we all have the same number 1.
We do not have. I guarantee
really?
we do not have the same number 1.
Okay.
Well,
because I originally had Rocky Jr. as number 1, and then I was like, oh no, of course it's got to be.
So you both moved your number 2s down from number 1 to get to where they are now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
My number 2, and I have a feeling you guys didn't think of this artist, and that's a little disappointing to me because it's Daryl Hands Holloway from Accepted. Finds his true calling after not being able to play football anymore.
He's a fucking sculptor, right?
Yeah.
African fertility sculptures.
So you know what, man?
Massive
I
hogs.
Thought about Accepted, and I was like, there's art in this movie. I know there is, but then I was like, oh, it's that mural that all the students paint.
Right.
That's not good enough.
Which is not actually that. That's their course. The course guide is that. Yeah.
Yeah, Daryl Hands Holloway, man. He's got like a broom handle hog on one of them, and he says the wood speaks to him.
It does.
That's art.
That's an artist, for sure.
Yeah,
but not your number 1 artist.
Not your number 1.
No,
not yours either. I take it, Zach.
No.
What's your number 1?
The level of creativity and execution to create the lion on the wall in Samurai Cop. Come on.
Well, I thought it was a real lion.
So for a while I did too. You can see little details where it's not a real lion.
Would you call that a sculpture? What would we call that?
That is, I think, technically a sculpture. Yes,
made out of yarn or whatever.
Yarn? Is it metal? Is it plaster? We don't know. That's the art. Keeps you guessing. True art keeps you guessing.
Thought it was a real lion.
Just like Amin's number 2. Is he dead or is he not dead? I don't know. I can see him breathing, but he's supposed to be dead.
I mean, we know he's not dead. I think we're all in agreement.
All 3 major forms of payment.
Well, That's an ope.
Why is that an ope?
That's an ope.
I mean, you're number one.
My number one. What is the definition of an artist?
Someone who makes art.
Someone who makes art. Someone who takes common ingredients that we all have available to us and uses it to paint a tapestry, figuratively speaking. There has never been anyone more adept at using what's available to paint the most beautiful picture imaginable. It's Ben Stiller in The Heartbreak Kid. He's a bullshit artist.
That's a good one.
And
That's a good
damn good one.
Mm-hmm. He is. Yeah, he does paint a picture. Six toe.
Patagonia. I mean, think about like the level of artistry in order to come up with that on the spot while you're brushing your teeth and getting dressed as your newlywed bride is
burnt to a crisp.
Sunburnt the fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm just looking at all the times that Amin has picked Ben Stiller.
Yeah, it's a lot.
He's good.
It's one of your go-tos.
Imagine if he pulled the mayor out of town.
Oh my
God! It's your number one unofficial award. Best Liar award. Yeah, I definitely thought about that. You know, because he's a wordsmith.
Yeah,
and wordsmiths are artists. And we'll get to some of those in the OOLIs. My number one, unfortunately, some wind has been taken out of the sails because the first thing I thought of when making this list was the quote from Christopher Walken: "A man can be an artist in anything, food, whatever. It depends on how good he is at it. Creasy's art is death. He's about to paint his masterpiece. It's Creasy and Man on Fire."
Wow.
Because the one thing he did in that movie is kill people.
No. He did two things. He did two things. He killed people and he
about an hour and 45 minutes of killing people and killing people in a variety of ways.
Hour and 45 minutes, my ass. There's about 30 minutes of killing people.
There's 45 minutes of swimming, and then there's an hour. It was a long movie, dude. It was a 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah, most of it was swimming.
Most of it's swimming and setting up. No, killing. There's very little killing. Yeah, very little killing. Yeah.
There is that one scene where they have the barbecue, and I can't remember who. Someone had a fine ass wife. I was like, holy
shit. It was
Walken.
Christopher Walken.
Oh yeah, it was Christopher Walken. Guys, I gotta admit, now that we've completed top fives, no Amy from Congo.
Cutting room floor
for all of us. What other? Mays, give us a recap of the top fives, please.
So, Zach had Link from Encino Man painting Betty Nugs, cave painting. Then he had the visual artist who rendered CGI City from Catwoman, Oliver Platt, a master of the manly art of wenching from the Three Musketeers, Rocky Jr. and his Madame Dupopos in Rocky 5, and the artist who created the lion from Samurai Cop. Amin had Brigitte Nielsen with Ketchup from Cobra, Rocky Jr., Prime Vanity, and Prime Sharon Stone. They are the art from Fallen, and Ben Stiller, the bullshit artist from The Heartbreak Kid. I had Rocky Jr., Kate Beckinsale from Tiptoes, the stylist who draped the fur coat on the robot in Cobra, Daryl Hands Holloway, the African fertility sculptor, and Creasy.
There's quite the pause there with the
moment of silence.
His art of death.
You really think Kate Beckinsale's a better artist than Rocky Jr.? Get the fuck out of here. That's offensive.
Is it best or is it just my list, Zach? Because you have Rocky Jr. ahead of CGI City in the manly art of wenching. I would dispute that as well.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Come on.
I think Zach's doing the thing. Zach's doing the thing like what people do with Victor Wembanyama, where like because we know he's going to be great, you're trying to like fast forward.
He's already great now,
but he's not quite where everyone has him.
He's higher than Kate Beckinsale.
I don't know, man. He ends up running around with E from Entourage and smoking cigarettes and getting dangly earrings. I think he kind of deviated from his popo drawing.
But then he gets back. He gets back. He draws his dad, and he draws dad.
His dad didn't have popos though.
Or he did something where he was like, "Oh, that's hard. Oh my god, rattlers."
Is that what happened?
Rattlers. It's the hesitation.
How is that not on the board? All right.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for CT5.
No.
There's more.
No, we got more. We got more, but not here.
Where?
Gotta go to the Patreon.
It turned into radio. I mean,
it did. Patreon.com/countthedings. We get all of our extra content, all kinds of shit, so much shit we don't even have time to tell you what it is. But Patreon.com/countthedings, you get the cutting room floor for every CT5. Cutting room floor for CT5 artists. I'll start off with the concept designer for Mr. Magoo's Dickmobile.
Okay. All right.
While we're talking about dicks, Tommy Lee Jones. Not only did he draw an amazing giant hog in Volcano, he saved Los Angeles from lava.
That's right.
That's art.
That was a big hog. Was a big hog.
He's treading the line between both.
Let's keep the hog talk going. Ben Affleck in Geely. He's an artist with his words. He's got away with words. Oh yeah.
Suckmydick.com.
There you go.
Hall of Famer.
Suckmydick.com.
Something I did have and I crossed out and just moved it off the list. The whiteboard planning the heist is from Horrible Bosses 2, Nick Dale and Chris Pine. Yeah.
Because they
draw like the skateboard and the building and going across.
I'm shocked, to be honest with you, that none of you had the martial arts as an art.
Yeah, I thought about it.
One of the great martial artists in Cinephobe history, our guy Amistad in Never Back Down.
That's the first one you go with, huh? I was going to go with JCVD.
That wasn't the art I was talking about with him, but...
I also had JCVD as a splits artist.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If that's his body of work, he's put together a lot.
He sure has.
He feels like the type of artist where like he's doing it at parties. He's like doing like spray paint art at parties.
For
like,
sure.
We're good. Like JCVD, you don't need to do the splits again. We got it.
Hey man, no, you can keep the guitar away.
No, you're good. Put it away.
Can I? Yeah. You look like you need some more napkins. I keep it in this cupboard right here. Yeah, and then do the splits.
Look, I know you guys are going to push back on this, but the costume designer with costume changes for one Theodore Rex.
Oh,
the machine
in that one.
No, the actual who like designed the dinosaur and then was like, okay, I got to put him in this costume then, in this costume for this scene. Yeah.
This.
That's art.
All right. So same thing, costume designer, whoever came up with Stallone's hat in rhinestone. That's an artist.
Yeah. What about whoever dressed Bane? Undercover.
Well, that's covert.
Maze, when you said photographer, I thought for sure you were going for Hoskins' prostitute girlfriend in heart condition.
Oh, her pictures were dog shit. That's the problem.
You never saw them. You never saw them.
You didn't see shit.
No, you did. You do see them. She's taking blurry ass shit. I know how those came out. They didn't.
No, you don't know. You're assuming.
Know.
You don't know. She's an artist.
Maybe that's the art. Maybe that's the art. That's how you...
Yeah, also, and that's the type of art that I fucking hate. Like I saw plenty of people submit blurry ass photos like that in class.
Well, let's keep it there. The artist who made that Kurt Rampus poster.
Now, is that art or is that business?
It's the business of art.
All right. How about whoever painted the word slut on the mirror in Hurricane Smith?
That's graffiti art, if anything.
Yeah, it's still art.
Mark Ordner. Got to give a shout out to Mark Ordner.
Oh, yeah.
Our artist. He's done probably close to 200 different arts for Cinephobe up to this point. He's great. And he takes his own inspiration. I never give him any tips about what he's going to do, and I'm always intrigued to see what he comes up with. So
you probably should have had that on the main episode. That's on you.
At least I brought him up.
Well, I might be on my list.
I didn't know he was doing the art.
No, he's not.
Might be.
None of the three major forms of Mark Ordner are on your list.
You know who is on my list? I just attributed it to Fred Durst, but whoever did the drawings and those interstitials in The Fanatic.
Oh my God, yeah, those are so weird.
I thought Moose did them. Isn't that what it's implied? Like Moose is the one that did it?
I don't think
Mayes,
so.
you dropped the ball on this, or maybe Zach dropped the ball on this, saying, "Oh, well, you guys could do Hayden Christensen because he's a civil engineer and a helicopter pilot." He's also a hell of a piano player. And that's his art.
Yeah, I didn't want to get too much into music. One of my OOLIs is the Lone Rangers or Masters of the Art of Power Slop from Airheads. Oh, but yeah. I also thought about like Howard the Duck. I feel like there's a lot of like musicians that could have gotten on this list.
What if instead of music, I said Hayden Christensen tickling the ivories?
No.
I don't think it makes it more artistic.
No, it makes it some kind of artistic. I would
all three major forms.
Jeez, you guys are fast and loose on this episode.
Well,
the recording we had yesterday, you guys yelled at me like, "Oh, this part isn't edited."
Because at one point you were.
What I said was, "What's the most Asian thing I could?"
No. That's like on the mailbag today. Mo said there was a super Chinese restaurant.
Oh boy,
he sure did. He did say that. Still don't really know what he meant.
I don't either. Well, I think he meant like it's not American Chinese food, but that doesn't mean it's super Chinese.
The worse it is.
I know. What about that guy's wife's plastic surgeon in Hall Pass?
Oh, I was going to say, what about Saul Rubinek, one of the world's most brilliant nip and tuckers from War?
What? One of the world's most what?
Brilliant nip and tuckers.
Tuckers?
From War. The plastic surgeon who worked on Jet Li's face and then goes and hides out in Mexico or wherever.
Yeah. Well, what about the guy who worked on Spaghetti Lasagna's face?
Yep, I also thought about that guy.
Also, yeah.
I picked Saul because we actually met him, you know?
I think there's still science, though, right?
No.
What about plastic surgery?
No.
I think plastic surgery is an art. Maybe we need to do boob men or breast men. Is it breast men with David Schwimmer? Where he's a boob doctor. Then we can really, get into
You think that qualifies?
Also, your man, Balls of Fury. Did he just buy the breast implant or did he do breast implants?
No, he was No. He did them. He was the surgeon.
Yeah, that's another one. So plastic surgeons, we've got a couple of them.
Graphic designer for the, I guess the weapon being used for ballistic X-Sever. That graphic designer, or like the thing is injected, the nanobots injected that whole little graphic.
Did you guys remember that Halle Berry, Zooey Deschanel, Patience Phillips is a graphic designer in Catwoman? For the cosmetics company.
She's not very good though, right?
Well, he's shitting on her. I don't know if it means that she's not good.
Or he's just a dick,
He's just a French asshole.
Another one that I thought for sure would come up was the horny wife from Jaws 4.
Oh,
the sculptor. Yeah. With her dog shit sculptures on the island. They're so bad. Another sculptor was the sculptor that Tom Cruise punches in Cocktail. He goes with the older woman to like an art gallery and he gets in a fight with a dude who has a sculpture there.
That's right. What about whoever designed the logo for Vince Vaughn's company in
the jackets?
The Breakup? No, in The Breakup.
The Breakup.
Their tour guide company. It's the three brothers.
Yep.
All in cartoon form. It's a great logo.
Sometimes I feel like we keep emphasizing people were like professional, whatever. Sometimes art is done by an amateur. And so I had Jamie Lynn Sigler performing in the Hospital Talent Show.
I thought about doing to everyone in the Hospital Talent Show.
No, just her.
But then I wondered, is talent versus art? Are all the talents art?
The expression of said talents are art.
Yep.
Okay. We talked about Amy finger painting away.
Yeah.
Finger what?
Painting.
Finger painting.
Oh, okay. All right. Just checking.
Finger popping each other's assholes.
I'm stunned, Zach. I am stunned that you did not have Clyde Shelton, master of the art of revenge and law-abiding citizen.
Yeah.
Dude, I knew there was a line in there, but I just couldn't remember it. And ChatGPT was not helpful.
There's a shocker.
Not helpful one bit.
I'm shocked.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT gave you prime vanity and prime Sharon Stone, though?
No,
or was that an Amin
all,
original?
That's all you.
That's all me, baby.
What about the graphic designer who made the gun vision for Eraser?
Oh, fuck. I was telling someone the other. I watched Independence Day with my kids for the first time.
You said, "Wait till we see Eraser." It's better.
I told them the story. I said, when this movie came out, it was a massive deal, but I didn't see it. I saw this movie called Eraser instead. I think I got them kind of hyped for Eraser.
Okay, yeah.
Hype Williams in Belly. Speaking of hype, just the visuals of Belly,
cinematography.
Yeah, Sean
That's
Levy.
an art.
Attention to detail. That's
not art. That's not art. You actually have to do something.
We filed it.
Hey, do you guys think dance is an art form?
Yeah, for sure.
Then Gina Gershon in Showgirls is an artist.
What about Naomi Malone?
Nope,
not an artist.
That's violence.
Or not a good artist. Yeah, that's violence.
That's war.
What about the blind vision rendering in Daredevil? Like, the sounds bouncing off.
You're really into renderings.
Yeah, man. I'll render all day.
Well, if we're talking about blind, what about the blind singer from Roadhouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fly guitar in his lap or whatever.
You think he sees like Daredevil?
I don't think he's blind.
Like bottles.
I don't
the
think
sounds
he does.
bouncing off bottles flying at him.
The bee ladies who made that giant wicker man.
Oh, that's good art. That's a big sculpture.
Yeah, that's teamwork. That's collaboration.
What about, I'm assuming that we didn't see it, but I think there were pornographic drawings in the letters that Lincoln Hawk was sending his ex.
I'm absolutely sure.
Given the quality of his writing, I'm going to say that that's not good art.
Okay, they didn't make my list, but
unless
just
he's related to Rocky Jr. and
he is. Look at him.
Wait, hold on. This can't be right. Is it? Is Tom Cruise and Coughlin, are they artists?
I said
in
yes.
Cocktail?
Flair bartending art.
Yeah. I think
Performance art.
Also, they're poets.
They're
That's
not
art.
bartending. So
I'll tell you what. Who else is a poet?
Moondog.
Yeah. In whatever that Matthew McConaughey movie is.
But he is a poet.
That Beach Bum, yeah.
Tiptoes.
Yeah, exactly. Bears in the Goods, the art of the deal.
I thought
That's
about
right.
all. I thought
That's
all
good.
about the entire crew of the Goods. Don Reddy and like the art of sales.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They definitely make it an art more than most.
Travolta, his depiction of Louis Pinnock, that's art. That's true art.
Yeah, I did that with
The
Carl
art of the
Weathers
voice.
a bunch of times. Here's a different kind of art, guys. Drillbit Taylor, a con artist. And while we're on the subject of con artists, allow me to present Adam Sandler.
Oh, I thought you were going to go Helena Bonham Carter.
You're calling Adam Sandler an artist, even if
Helena
he's a
Bonham
con
Carter.
artist.
Yep. Absolutely.
Henry Winkler in The Water Boy, Coach Klein. He's an artist at designing and scheming up plays.
Is he?
Yeah. Once he gets unblocked.
Yeah.
He's deep in his depression for most of that movie.
What about the tattoo artist in I Am Wrath?
Yep, it sucks, but it's an artist.
So last time on Top Coworkers, you guys were surprised I took Beckinsale over Brody. Would rather work with Beckinsale, but Brody, clearly, bigger artist.
Mm-hmm.
Guy goes to the movies with earmuffs and fucking blindfold.
Yeah.
That's an artist.
He's a thespian, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Two jacket designers, The Watch and Mark for Death.
Oh, I forgot about that jacket.
Jeep, in Tokyo Drift masters the art of drifting.
Yeah. I'll allow it. Sandy Lyles, great thespian.
Mm-hmm. Thought
Along
about it.
came Polly.
That's a good one. I guess it's costume designer. Maybe you guys can point me in a better word for this, but who created Norm?
Oh,
Yeah.
the special effects guy.
Yeah.
Jim Henson.
No, not Jim Henson.
Dropout. The
Jim
Jim Henson
Henson.
dropout. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Jim, my
He's
name's
a
Jim.
very accomplished. It's a very accomplished. It's Stan
Oh, is
Winston.
it Rick Baker?
Stan
Oh,
Winston.
Stan Winston. It's his rival, right? Stan Winston and Rick
Stan
Baker.
Winston
are
and
the
Rick
rivals.
Baker
Yeah.
rivals. Stan Winston directed and created the look of Norm. He worked on Terminator, the Jurassic Park series, the first two Jurassic Parks, two Predators, Edward Scissorhands, and Norm.
Now, Zach, you don't cut your own hair, right?
No.
Would you consider your barber an artist?
She is, yeah.
Okay, there you go. Well, then, if it was someone who is crafting facial hair, that would be the same thing. It's Neil Patrick Harris in A Million Ways to Die in the West, the mustachery.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Zohan.
That was a long fucking walk for that one.
Zohan is a hair artist, hair stylist. He does some crazy shit with those old ladies. Cuts that
He
gives
does,
them.
yeah. He really
Imagine
does.
if we had known about Juju back then.
Oh,
How many Juju references would have been made?
oh my God.
Rewatchington. Book it.
Oh boy. What about the art of trimming a bonsai tree, Mr. Miyagi?
Mr. Miyagi. That's true. But the art of not shutting the fuck up, Daniel-san. That wasn't on my list. I just felt inspired in that moment. But
This is a multidisciplinary artist. He specializes in police corruption and racism against Asians. It's Keanu Reeves in Street Kings.
Is that art?
that's
he
not
makes
art.
it
That's
art.
science. That's science.
What does
the
it
way he
mean?
does it.
Oh, that's science too. Real artist here. We completely blanked on her. Marilyn Dean from The Breakup.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Real art.
What about the acapella group? Is that art?
Yes.
The Tone Rangers?
Yes,
The Tone Rangers? Absolutely.
That's who I thought Zach was talking about when you mentioned Airheads.
Oh,
The Lone Rangers.
when I said the Lone Rangers, you thought Tone Rangers?
I thought
Maze,
Tone
Maze
Rangers.
said that. That was Maze talking there.
Yeah,
This is
it's
Zach
Maze
talking
talking.
here.
We're still doing that.
Whoever made the painting of the vampire in Once Bitten.
That's right.
good
That hot vampire. I'm just now putting together, Maze. That comment about I can't tell who's talking, that's a means burner account. That was him saying
The difference isn't I don't know who's talking. Is that I don't remember who's fucking talking.
well, you're not paying attention.
'Cause he doesn't care.
I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, you're looking at drawings of popos.
Pretty much. I mean,
He's
Madden
still
DePaul.
got Rocky Jr.'s drawing open.
It's right here. It's right here.
It's right here.
It's right. Rocky. Really? Yeah. She looks French. Sure. I would show this to your mother.
Let's get some real recency bias, and let's talk about Ted Danson, the cake decorator.
Ooh, I didn't even think of that. That's
artist.
a good call.
Carl
Yeah,
compares
that's a good
him
call.
to that guy in Italy, Michael something.
Yeah. That's a good point. All right. More recency bias from the Passenger 57 rewatch. The Stick Up Man. Merry Christmas, motherfucker. That's
Stick up artist? Yeah.
Stick
Yes, that's a good point. That's a good
Stick-up
point.
artist.
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
He's got a long
what
body
about-
of work.
Back to the chalkboard. Zach Morris and Tom Everett Scott put together quite the rendering of how to kill their roommates in Dead Man on Campus.
a lot of rendering. Hey, this might be a 20 CV term, but I remember the term escape artist.
Yeah.
Escape artist.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Horsemen from Now You See Me Too. They were escape artists.
I don't.
I thought about just calling all of them is magician or is magic art.
No.
No.
It's not
grifting.
performance art.
No. There's no performance.
Okay.
There's no art.
All right.
There's just
Right.
all
No
three major
performance,
forms.
no art.
No. It's
How
three
about,
major
how about
forms.
writing? How about writing? How about being an
Writing's
author?
an art for sure.
Top Secrets, number 23.
Yep.
Last one I got on my list is Mark Ordner.
You're so full of shit.
I wrote it down. Mark Ordner.
After I said it.
Well, who's to say?
Who's to say?
That's my
DJ Hoostmanzada.
That's my top secrets. Who's to say?
Speaking of writers, no one writes fat person comedy quite like Tom S. Parker and Jim Genowine. They are the best.
They're pretty
Pee-wee,
good.
my boy Pee-wee.
Pee-wee and Carl.
Yeah.
I got a couple more to round us out here. One more con artist, the wizard from Conan the Destroyer, or the two wizards, excuse me. Then I've got a artist who uses whatever materials are available to create beautiful art. It's Death from Final Destination. And a visual artist, someone who's handy behind the camera. It's Guy Torry in Trippin'.
Sure.
Yeah, we don't know what happened with all of his
it could have been great. He was a director, right?
Was his fast forward, like, where are they now? Was he doing something?
It had nothing to do with. It had nothing.
He won the lottery, right? Or
he won the
lottery.
He won the lottery.
Last one on my list. Anthony Mayes does a great job putting together the art.
All right, well, that's
podcast.
gonna do it for us now on CT5. Thanks for listening. Check out all of our other work at
suckmydick.com.
I got a new number one.
All our great. Is that domain available, by the way?
I'm on it. Suck my
Zach,
dick.
if you're buying presidential athlete cards, you might as well buy.
I got a warning. Your connection is not private. Attackers might be trying to steal your information from suckmydick.com.
They've been waiting for years. Like, he's here finally. This is not a drill, folks.
Shut it down.
Next time we make love, you introduce me to Jade.